Hal Steinbrenner spoke yesterday. Let's go over some notable quotes. We'll start with this one that we can read. It's difficult for most of us owners to be able to do the kind of things they're doing, talking about the Dodgers. We'll see if it pays off. They still have to have a season relatively injury-free for it to work out for them. I'm actually going to pick out the most underrated part of that quote. AJ, the Dodgers are pretty deep. They actually don't have to have an injury-free season to be pretty damn good. They won the World Series last year without like a good chunk of their rotation. That's like the bearing the lead part, but I just wanted to point that out there.
Is this why the Yankees didn't re-sign Canely? They couldn't afford him at $7.75 million. I mean, the Cubs could have signed Canely and not traded away a prospect for Presley, but I don't know. I mean, it's just weird to me. But some of these rich teams that are crying poor right now, but Hal Steinbrenner knows better than I do and anybody else what his finances are, and I just don't get it because I don't know, man. Like, you're the Yankees. You were used to be the Dodgers, and now you don't want to spend. If George was alive right now, after what happened in the World Series last year, George would have balled everybody.
I wonder what it is. I wonder what, you sit there and you go, I get it. He's afraid of giving more money to other teams. He's afraid of that part of it. So that hit the Yankees right where it hurts. When they made that rule for the CBT tax, anything over that, goes to a revenue sharing, and he's basically paying the other teams to put his good team on the field that's not putting a good team on the field. But my thing is, like, how are they going to change the CBT so that the Dodgers don't do what they're doing? Because this is what they do. They put in all these regulations to get the teams that spend too much to change their regulations. And I hear what AJ's saying, like, only he knows his finances. Please don't, I hope he was saying it in jest, like we were saying things in jest about Junior Camareno's home run yesterday, and we're taking this out of context. Like, don't say some of us owners can't do the things that the Dodgers are doing. Stop. Just don't go back there, please.
There's a pride thing, and they just can't hold back.
You're the Yankees.
Yeah.
You're the Yankees. You're the Yankees. You are the Yankees. You're the most valuable franchise almost in all sports, besides some soccer teams probably. You're the Yankees.
You know what I heard? You know what I heard when I was with the Yankees? They said that they did a Q rating for the Yankees. I think it's Q rating. Maybe that's for people, but either way, advertisability. Basically, the only two platforms or the only two companies that had a larger advertisability around the world was Walt Disney World and whoever the president of the United States was that year. And then the Yankees were third. Like, you start talking about, like, not being able to do things, and I get it, the Dodgers are a lot more popular. But you're talking about, AJ said it. You're the Yankees. Don't go into this area. Don't go into this area. If Mark Antanasio says this, okay, you know what? Bob Nutting says this, boo-hoo. Not you, Hal. Come on, you're one of the good ones.
You're acting like the Dodgers can do things that you can't do. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing.
I travel, obviously, a lot, and I've been around the world a lot. You know what hat you see everywhere you go and is sold everywhere you go?
Dodgers.
New York. No, listen, I was going to say, the Dodgers, though, are right behind. It's not like the Dodgers are – but, everywhere you go, you see an NY hat, and you see an LA hat. Those are the two hats you see everywhere. It's occasionally it used to be Red Sox, but not as much anymore. But it is New York and LA. You can go in. I was just in Thailand. I walked in a store that wasn't even a sporting goods store, and they had NY New York hats. And I'm like, everyone was wearing them. I'm like, what is happening here? We're in Bangkok. We're not in freaking the Bronx.
Well, this is why the Yankees are poor now, because that little store in Thailand did not pay their licensing fee to the Steinbrenners. That's why. It's a different business, though, okay? This is my intel that I've talked about on the show for the last few years. A lot of mouths to feed in the family and checks to make. That's not how the business used to run. That's how the business runs now, okay? They're a machine. Everyone's got to get theirs. It's like setting up the trust, and they are running it more like a business and less like a evil empire. We're going to win every way that we can. You disagree with me?
I don't think they're totally on there. Without this comment that he made yesterday that we're talking about, I don't feel like they're as business-like. All I would have said before was the fact that before today, I would have said they hate, because he's come out and said it, paying other teams more than they already pay them when they're not trying to be competitive. And so that's why he stays below the CBT.
Okay. Well, then let's get to what he said about his team. Are the Yankees better this year than last year?
Their starting rotation's better. I think our defense is better. And I think, Bellinger and Goldschmidt, I think they're going to make up for, a good deal of Juan's offense, his bat.
You mentioned those two guys, two former MVPs. Mm-hmm. What could that mean in that clubhouse, having guys like that with that type of experience and success?
Well, I've heard great things about both of them, their leadership. We've got a lot of young guys, and we're going to continue to bring young guys up and have them be a part of all this. And those are the kind of players you need, along with the judges of the world. And
You look nervous.
He looked nervous?
He looked good.
Yeah, he looked good, but he looked nervous. But I do agree. Defense better, starting pitching better. Team better?
Dude, don't tell me that, no offense to Cody Bellinger or Paul Goldschmidt, but trying to make up for what Soto did last year. Did anyone look at Goldschmidt's numbers? There's a reason why the Cubs couldn't wait to get rid of Cody Bellinger, because they were like, oh, he's going to opt out again. Oh, crap, he didn't opt out again. Now we're stuck with him, and we have to trade him. Basically, just to lose money. Did he not eat the money? So, I mean, you're telling me that the Cubs wouldn't have kept Cody Bellinger if he was better? I mean, Paul Goldschmidt was a free agent and took a lesser deal to go there. I mean, there wasn't a team out there clamoring for Goldschmidt to make $25 million this year. He would have taken it. So, I mean, listen, they've been great players in the past. Can they resurrect their career? Sure. But we'll see. I mean, offensively, I don't think they're as good. And then defensively, yes, they couldn't have been worse. And pitching-wise, yes, anytime you add Max Fried. Now, what do they do with Marcus Stroman? There's a lot of rumors out there that he's going to get traded quickly. We'll see.
Didn't he apparently already unfollow the Yankees or something like that? Did you guys see that?
Yes.
How people know that, I have no idea, but great job, Derek Lewandowski.
Yeah. That's right. And also, hey, it's the offseason. You don't have games to watch, so you watch Stroman's follower count and say, wait, he's following one less account. Let me see who it was.
That's
so there's
crazy.
apps for that. Yeah, that is crazy.